All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Shoot from the Hip. It's a sad day today
So sad.
as we remember all of our time that we've spent as the three of us. What's your name, Aaron? Oh, yeah, Aaron.
Aaron. What's your name again?
Yes, Aaron is going to be leaving us on this podcast.
This is true.
This is the final podcast of Aaron Harris.
Don't fall apart, Lancer. Not now.
I don't know if I can handle it, man.
This is my last podcast.
Legitimately,
Officially.
it is.
Yeah.
Yes.
It is. And so we've kicked this off with some emotional music that got really loud all of a sudden.
Ramped it up on the intensity level.
Yes. And I'm pretty sure I've heard, now that I think about this, I think I've heard this music being used by other video creators.
Probably in like 60 videos for some
Yes.
some charitable organization.
Right. Something with just
Yeah.
text on the screen and no words in the
Right.
background. Yeah.
Absolutely. A non-for-profit,
Yeah,
where
yeah.
you're like feeding animals in,
Yes.
Houston or something.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But,
Starving animals in Houston.
exactly.
This is the final podcast with Aaron, and we're working things out with another guy.
Yeah.
It's just me and Lancer. So Aaron, you
Yep.
can go and leave, and
All right,
we're
guys.
just gonna
It's been fun.
It's been lit. See you later. No, it's been good, and I had 0.00 experience in the podcasting game when this idea popped in my mind. Like, hey, what if we just got together and had a podcast and talked about nothing?
right.
And it's been a lot of fun.
So then you grab two people that had
So
a little
I
bit
grabbed
more
people
knowledge.
with a little bit more experience than me,
Yeah.
and or at least enough experience to set up sound equipment, so I don't have to.
Right.
And
And then do everything else too.
basically, if you knew the background behind this podcast, pretty much all I do is show up and talk.
Yeah.
That's about it.
And we were talking about this, Lancer and I. We're excited to be able to actually get some words in now.
Yes.
Because you won't be talking over us the whole time.
Right.
Go back and listen to the last episode when I'm trying to give a monologue on how great Bed Bath & Beyond is, and Matt just continually talks over me the whole time.
No, I actually had a little Jay came up to me the other day.
Yeah.
So a friend of ours comes up to me. He goes, "I was listening to your podcast the other day." He goes, "It seems like you were trying to talk the whole time, and Aaron just kept talking over you every single time." And I was like, "Yes, every episode
Yes,
of my
that's
life."
how it goes.
So
It's kind of like a presidential debate.
here's a cool thing though. You've reached 25 podcasts,
Yes.
and we've had over 2,000 listens.
Yes.
So that's awesome.
It's been a fun run. We definitely, I think I speak for all of us, had no idea what would happen with this.
Yeah, no.
If we would be the only ones listening. And seems like we have, I mean, I'm uncomfortable with the word viral or internet sensation, but I'll go ahead and say it. We're basically an internet sensation.
Yeah.
And so, anyways, we've seen it take off a lot more than what we thought.
Yeah.
And it's just one of those things where, life kind of comes at you fast, and there's a lot of irons in the fire. And so, for lack of a better reason, really, it's just, not being able to contribute as much as I would like to this podcast. And I feel like there's other people that can contribute more.
Well, here's the downside. If we make millions, you get nothing.
I get
Right.
nothing. And I do get the solace of knowing.
Oh man, do we have to give him a third of our sponsorship dues?
Technically, yes.
Oh man.
Technically, yes.
Do you want to
And-
donate that?
No, and I don't. And I will say this. Whenever you go to Paradise Hawaiian Shave Ice and get your 15% off,
Yep.
there better be some shave ice for me, because I did work that deal out
Do we
for
need
us.
like a in remembrance of Aaron?
In loving memory? Yes, there'll just be a picture of me now in the recording studio, and you'll just bring shave ice in and set it in front of the picture. But no,
As
I
a
mean,
memorial.
yes, I'm excited about it. I think that I think the podcast has nowhere to go but up.
Yeah, especially now.
And so
Getting rid of some dead weight here.
hopefully we shed the dead weight and move on. But I think it'll be good. It's been a good run. It's been a lot of fun, and I look forward to hopefully sneaking in every now and then as a guest appearance.
Yeah.
And
When we allow you back in.
interrupting everybody.
Yes.
The problem with this now is since this was kind of like my idea, like I had the ability, like I basically I'll let all the hipsters in. I feel like Matt and Lance are kind of like, okay, yeah, all right, Aaron, yeah, we'll do that because it was kind of like my idea, and now it's not. So so now they'll be like, shut up, we hated you all along.
Well, that's the fun thing is like when this started back in February, it was your idea. Like you came up to me,
Yeah.
and it was after I closed out like a podcast that I did for like a year, and it was a mediocre podcast. And you came up to me and you're like, "Hey man, I got a podcast idea. Let's talk about stupid stuff." And I was like,
You're like,
"That
that's
sounds cool."
so lame. All right, let's try.
I was like, "That sounds cool," and I was like, "Well, I just finished my other podcast like 2 weeks ago, so let's start another one." Yeah, and no, it's just fun.
It's been kind of a wild 25 episodes, though. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
really, we had zero experience being in a studio with each other recording anything, and we just sat down, turned on the mics, and off we went.
Yep.
And
Yes.
and it really has been a hilarious amount of fun.
Yes.
And if you really want to get to know people better, start
Yeah.
a podcast
Yeah.
with them. Because you
Well, when you sit in a room and you talk for like 2.5 hours.
yeah, you start to about weird things. So it's
Yeah.
like, so tell me about your grandmother.
Yeah. I mean, from like episode 1, we all figured out like what our food habits are.
Oh man.
Right.
Actually, that was like episode 0.5. So there was an episode that we recorded, I guess, Inside Baseball, that we recorded before we recorded episode 1.
Right.
And we didn't air it because it was a test podcast. We wanted to see how it would run, and it wasn't very good. But we did do a draft in it.
Yeah, we
and
drafted
was
snacks.
it snack foods,
Yeah.
and I picked apricots, and everyone just like
It was terrible. I mean,
Shunned
out of
me
all the
from that.
snacks in the world, dried apricots.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
well, it was like what was it? It was like road trip snacks. or
Road
something
trip
like that.
snacks.
Yeah,
And yeah, dried apricots. I mean,
dried
goodness.
apricots. Yeah,
There's so many great things to eat in this world.
man,
like,
I love some dried apricots.
wait till you're in a nursing home and they force you to eat that stuff before you start, like, choosing it for yourself, man.
Man, may as well get used to it now.
Yeah.
No,
For real, he's ready.
Might as well
If-
enjoy now.
If you like it now, you're gonna love it then.
I guess so.
maybe I'll like, be like, give me peanut butter cups or give me death. When I'm old, but
Yeah.
anyways, enough of that hobnobbing stuff. We got a podcast to get to, but yes, thank you, hipsters. It's been a good run, and I will be a loyal subscriber in the future. So it'll be good. I'm a loyal subscriber now, so I just won't change my subscription basically unless I start really bashing
Now you
me.
get to vote on one of us, like as an
I do.
impartial observer.
I do, and I can tell you whose food choices I won't be voting for.
Mine.
Neither of you.
Yeah, you didn't like my food choices ever. Like you harassed me pretty hard on that candy bar draft.
Yeah, the candy bar. I mean, you guys both deserved it. That was brutal. I mean, it was like two people that had never eaten candy bars before, so it was rough.
I'm more of a pastry guy, honestly.
Hey, that's why honey buns went first in the draft.
Yeah, I got
Nobody
first
knows.
pick.
Man, we're gonna get real boring after Aaron leaves. We're gonna do pastry drafts.
All right, today we're drafting croissant flavors. All right,
man.
we're gonna do top 5 favorite scones. It'll be riveting.
So
Oh, man.
buckle up. So for the first segment of today, we're gonna do Would You Rather.
Oh yeah, a little.
And,
Would you?
I was. I
We're
always
going right
wait-
back to where we started.
I always wait for a like intro song or something, and we don't have one for Would You
I
Rather.
think
Yeah,
we
we
can
don't.
play. We can play something on Would You Rather.
Yeah,
what is
let's
it?
let's find something.
I'm gonna come up with something.
I know
Let's
we've
see
got
here.
we've got something in the mix that can work for a little Would You Rather.
You have something.
Here we
in
go.
there?
Maybe
Here
Lancer
we
could
go.
just sigh like that.
Yeah,
Here we
just
go.
keep filling in the space.
We'll go with this one.
Oh, that's good.
Okay.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
can.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll go ahead and start it off. I have all these on my phone today. All right. Would you rather disappear for a second every time you sneeze or spontaneously inflate every time you cough? That doesn't say anything about deflating, but I'm assuming you deflate after a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, like one illness and you're done for. I'm going for the disappearing. I mean, that's just like you sneeze and also Oh, there it is. I mean, that would just be so funny.
Oh, should I add something into that? Someone has to say "bless you" if we do reappear.
Where do you go in the meanwhile?
Oh man,
You just disappear. You're invisible.
that
I
would be
guess.
so
I
bad
don't know.
because like if you did that while you're home alone, you just disappear.
Someone say "bless you."
Hey!
Wait, if you're invisible, can people still hear you?
Yeah, I would assume.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's just you
Okay,
visually.
if
disappear.
you're invisible, do you still have to like open doors, or can you just walk through walls?
I don't think.
Are your
you're,
clothes invisible too? Or are you just like a walking
Let's say no
t-shirt
because I
and
hate
pants?
that. I hate that with every Invisible Man thing where the guy is like got clothes on.
And you're like, shouldn't his clothes just change
Yeah,
as
same thing
well?
with like the Hulk. How does he keep those shorts? I don't know. He's got some stretchy jeans, but
Right.
no. Well,
stretchy pants.
but the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, he does go naked on that one. 'Cause
Well,
I remember when you remember he's out in
that
the
would be
snow
really
and he-
awkward if someone said, bless you. You were disrobing so you could be super incognito. I'm still disappearing. And
Yeah.
I just don't want to inflate for any reason.
Yeah, but it'd be kind of cool. It's like,
You'd be like a human pufferfish.
ooh, do you deflate like?
There's one way to deflate.
Like a balloon, when you let it go, you just fly around the room. That'd be great.
You ever watch what is it, Flushed Away?
Oh, yeah.
Great movie.
Yeah.
Great movie. And there's the thing where the balloon's deflating. It's like the whole time.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then the guy goes, and the sound keeps going, and they all look at the guy, and he's like, I saw an opportunity, and I seized it. It's great.
Yeah,
Such a good movie.
I'm gonna have to agree with Aaron. I would definitely would rather disappear.
Yeah,
that
disappear?
could that could be advantageous. I mean,
Yeah.
but like I would also think if you had to sneeze again while you're invisible, do you reappear?
So think if you're in school, would teachers like fine you for excessive sneezing?
Well, I mean, honestly, because I had a sneezing fit earlier today. I think I sneezed like 12 times, and I'm
goodness.
wondering how like would I?
So
keep
does
popping
Does
somebody-
that
back-
happen often?
Not too much.
do you need to
brain
hear
damage
12?
from that?
Maybe.
Do you need to hear 12 bless yous before you come back?
Yeah, exactly. That's the
Yeah.
kind of stuff I want to know. Like, how many times did you sneeze, man? Bless you, bless you.
Lancer's like, I'm going to hang out at the Catholic Church. Bless you. Bless you. He's like, okay, only 6 more.
And all of a sudden, I appear next to a nun, and she screams.
I like this.
They throw something in your face and you sneeze.
Yeah. I'm still
man.
kind of curious how much you inflate when you cough. I'm trying to figure out. It'd be kind of fun to like turn into the blueberry girl from Willy Wonka.
Yeah. Oh, we just referenced her in our little pre-show talk.
Yeah.
Violet. Violet
Yeah, yeah.
Beauregard.
Yeah.
Violet.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. That girl. So anyway.
Oh man, that was a wonderful impression. All right, I got one for you. This is an odd question. Would you rather fight 100 duck-sized horses or
Duck-sized.
one horse-sized duck?
Oh man.
All right, what weapon do you have? Bare fist?
Yeah, bare fist.
Oh, bare fist. All right, 100. Oh, man. Okay.
100 duck-sized horses
Yeah. Or a
or a horse-sized duck.
horse.
Okay, I'll take this one. I'm gonna
I know my
go.
answer.
I'm gonna go with the 100 horses that
Yes.
are the size of a duck.
You're
Yes.
going with the same too?
Yeah, because I've gone and I've fed the ducks and stuff, and I've dealt with those. Those guys are vicious.
They can
Those
get
things
after
are
you.
freaking nasty. And yeah,
I think I could like just kick a bunch of horse.
Yeah, I was thinking. I was
duck-sized
kind of with
horses.
you. Like you could
there's
probably
something really
punt 'em.
mean to the visual picture of like just punting horses. But yeah,
Well, let me say this. How would you feel if a line of these duck-sized horses were charging at you, and you just had like a 9-iron?
Oh man, that would be the most fun.
man,
That would be so
much-
crazy.
Pete, I hope you're not listening. How much would you pay to go to that driving range?
well,
Oh, man. Okay. This is a question I've been dying to ask you guys, and
All right,
this is the
hey,
perfect
this
chance.
is my last chance to answer it.
So it's not a would you rather, but how many 8-year-olds do you think you could take on by yourself?
Oh, wow.
Like
Oh, just
8-year-old boys
in a fist fight,
fist fight. How many 8-year-olds can you take?
what are the
holy
rules?
cow, yeah.
Like you you no rules, man. You do whatever, and they're coming at you like,
From every direction?
yeah, I guess from every direction.
Now, what are we trying to do? Are we trying to kill them or put them down?
you got to fight for your life.
Okay.
I mean, whatever. Like these 8-year-olds are
man.
coming at you,
Yeah, yeah.
and they're just like average
'cause it
8-year-olds.
just
They're not
feels-
specially trained. Or
Feels
anything.
wrong to start talking about killing kids.
Like you're in a fight for your life.
So we're just trying to
Yeah.
knock them out, and
Yeah, yeah.
Or prevent them from pursuing us any longer.
right.
right.
Yeah. Yeah. Whatever that takes. Make them run away and
By
cry.
any
Was that
means necessary.
Was that a really like indiscriminate
way.
way?
I would say there couldn't be more than 8 at a time. Like,
Okay.
like there's 8 of
Really?
them. But how many do you think you could take before you would
Give
you know,
out,
yeah,
yeah.
before you're done and you lose?
Well, okay, so
Man.
like, are they coming in waves of this number, or is it just
Like-
like this? There's so many.
They're coming in single file. They're gonna get to you every 5 seconds.
Yeah.
So depending on how fast you
Oh,
can put them down.
that's even better. There's a new kid every 5 seconds.
Yeah, yeah, that
So
just
how
pops
long?
up.
How many kids could you take out before
Yeah.
it's over?
Oh man,
So you gotta drop them fast.
Yeah, yeah. You got to get moving.
I feel like I could swing some haymakers pretty
Yeah.
darn quick.
yeah, I'm thinking about 10. I'm thinking 10.
about 10.
Yeah. 10, and then my knuckles are getting really sore.
Yeah, I'm start using feet and elbows,
Yeah.
knee.
Oh man.
Yeah,
There's still something wrong about seeing like 8-year-olds getting ragdolled.
hey, there's some cocky 8-year-olds need to be put in their place.
I think I would just pick up one of my
When did
first
this
8-year-olds
become a
and use that.
diabolical dilemma?
Oh man, that is
No,
hilarious.
I mean, I think I could take on like 100, man. I think it would take a while before they're.
I think it
they're
would.
Done.
I think you could probably take on a good many.
Yeah.
Because I mean, those kids get pretty whiny.
Hey, I will say this though. I've seen a few 8-year-olds that weigh more than me.
Yeah,
And I'm like, if I got 5 of those out of my 10,
yeah,
ugh,
yeah.
Yeah, the size of the
I'd be
8-year-old does
wore
matter.
out. So,
Yeah.
anyways, you guys are fighting the duck-sized horses.
Yeah,
then,
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
and you're just putting them.
Right.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Just
All right.
going nuts.
Yeah, my leg will be tired by the end, but it'll be worth it.
It'll be interesting.
All right, to change the mood of this whole thing,
Yeah.
here's a little, here's a more fun would you rather.
Okay.
All right, would you rather live in the pouch of a kangaroo and be
Okay.
carried around everywhere you want to go,
Aaron
Or-
almost squirted that
I
out of
almost
his
just
nose.
spit water all
Spit
over my
take.
microphone.
or would you rather have a pouch with a tiny kangaroo living in it?
Oh wow!
So you're living in the kangaroo pouch, and the kangaroo's taking you where you want
This
to
is
go.
built into your skin, right?
Yeah, or
Okay,
you
cool.
have a kangaroo pouch with a tiny kangaroo living in
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Which one would you rather choose?
Oh man,
Do
That's
I want
actually a
a kangaroo, or do I want to be a kangaroo's son?
yeah. I'm gonna answer this first.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have a pouch on me with a kangaroo in
Yeah.
it.
Uh huh.
Kangaroos live in like 140-degree heat,
Yeah.
and they like are dirty. And after a while, like it's one thing when you can kind of control the jumping around, but when you're just bouncing around along for the ride,
Yeah.
that's a little more challenging. Plus, I'm about 5'11" and 160 pounds, so that better be a giant.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
You'd have
kangaroo.
to have a really big kangaroo.
Either that
for
or I'm
this.
a midget.
No doubt.
So I'm gonna say, just give me a little kangaroo sidekick, and maybe I can teach him to kickbox.
Yeah.
And he can be like my little Padawan that goes out there and is a bodyguard.
Nice, nice. Yeah, I kind of lean toward having a pet kangaroo. I like that, but I feel like that's attainable now. I kind of like the idea
But
of
not in a pouch made of your skin.
Well, no, yeah, that's true. But at some point, they grow out of that pouch.
Matt's like, I can have a pet kangaroo and buy a giant fanny pack. Same
That's
thing.
not a bad idea, actually.
But I feel like having a giant kangaroo that I can jump in the pouch anytime and like go take off on my giant kangaroo. There's something really awesome about that. And
Now,
man,
is this-
there ain't no better bodyguard than a giant kangaroo.
now that's a
that
bodyguard.
can kick the junk out of
I
anybody. who
will
comes
say
around.
this: my 2-year-old would stand to reason against you because everything is a T-Rex, and that is a better bodyguard. And
Well, kangaroo's kind of like a T-Rex. I got the little arms.
yeah. So my question is, are you like the child of this kangaroo, or are you just hitching a ride? It's like a kangaroo
Lancer,
Uber.
you're setting these rules.
Yeah, this one you are in control of either one. Like you're using
we're
this.
in control.
Like
so
you're
I can
using
like
this kangaroo.
grab some
Oh, wait,
reins
so we
and
can,
like
Like
turn them left.
you're
and
telling the
right.
kangaroo like, hey, we're going to the grocery store.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's
and-
a kangaroo Uber.
Yeah.
yeah, basically you can use it for transport.
That
Yeah.
might change my question, my answer a little bit.
It's your Honda Kangaroo.
I'm going with I'm riding in a kangaroo because then I
Yeah.
don't have to be responsible for keeping this thing alive.
Well, I don't know. You might have to service it every so often. You know,
Well,
give
I'm
it some
fine with
food
that.
and-
I'll stop off at the local zoo and have him
Yeah.
feed it whatever.
Man, that's got to have some big.
what do
boots, though.
kangaroos eat?
Oh,
I don't know.
Lettuce? Salad?
Grass.
yeah. What
yeah.
do they eat?
They're herbivores, right?
What if there was a man-eating kangaroo? That'd be a freaky thing.
A man-eating kangaroo.
That sounds like
would
a-
be
A
intense.
carnivorous kangaroo.
I mean, there are those buff kangaroos, and those dudes are nuts.
yeah, they
Yeah.
are pretty.
They look like they've been doing some testosterone.
Some kangaroo growth hormones. KGH.
They wouldn't pass in the Olympics.
Oh man, that's
Yeah.
good. All right, I got another one for
All
you.
right, go
so,
for it.
Okay, so what are you doing, Lancer?
Oh, I'm riding in the kangaroo,
okay,
man.
all right,
Definitely.
so we're all
It's
riding
easy.
in the kangaroo. All right, let me give you one that's just kind of funny. Would you rather have a Texas accent and live in New York, or have a New York accent and live in Texas?
Ooh.
I would. Okay, I'm going to take this one.
I got it.
I'm going to live in New York and have the Texas accent.
Okay.
I think living in New York would be pretty cool, but the Texas accent is something that's just I don't know. There's a like the New York accent's annoying.
It is annoying.
It's really annoying. There's something like respectful about a Texas accent. So
What is a Texas accent, by the way?
I don't
Is it like howdy, partner?
yeah, like you're a cowboy. Like
was that a Savannah, Texas accent?
Partner?
You kind of had a drawl too.
I don't know.
Savannah. Howdy, partner.
Howdy, partner.
I don't know what a Texas accent.
oh yeah,
exactly
it's kind of like that deep rumble with a country twang to it.
Yeah.
but not a draw.
right.
Hey there, cowpoke.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Now you're getting
yeah,
it.
Yeah,
Now you're getting it.
That's the
You
one.
want to come hang out in the Big Apple?
Yeah. So I think okay. So I'm gonna go reverse because I'll go to Texas with the New York accent because people in New York are not gonna like you with that Texas accent up there. The people in Texas are way nicer. And
Maybe.
I would rather have a New York accent down in Texas, and they'll
What's
probably put up with me.
giving you? You're not from around here. is ya?"
Be like,
What's a New York? Okay, give me a New York accent. Someone throw that out.
All right, so it's like
Yeah,
it's
like is that like
What?
Boston? like
No,
there's
no.
like Boston, like really
New York,
rough.
New York.
New
York.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
right. There you go.
yeah.
Hey, how's it going?
Yeah. Hey, man, how you doing?
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
we're here in the Big Apple.
Yeah.
What you
There you
doing?
go.
This
Yeah.
is New York.
Yeah.
So
It's
yeah,
it's a little
Okay.
bit of an
the
extreme
O's are
on that,
kind of
but yeah.
weird.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
So yeah,
It's
welcome
close.
to welcome to Dallas.
It's close to New Jersey and whatever,
Jersey.
but it's a little bit off. Yeah.
All right, yeah. So I'm
Once
still
again,
going with Texas.
my life is a terrible impressionist.
You're fulfilling your dream right now.
So I'm going to say that I would choose the New York accent and live in Texas.
Yeah.
Because America. I'm living in Texas.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, I would go to like speech therapy and just live in Texas because the state tax is probably significantly less. And someone's getting a text on their computer. Hope you all
My
enjoyed that.
computer's dying actually.
Oh, well, there's one reason. So I think I would go with that just because of living in Texas.
Yeah, so I've lived most of my life down here without much of an accent, and that's because both of my parents didn't. Well, they kind of came. My dad lived down here for a good bit, but he came from Michigan. My mom came from New Jersey. My mom had a New Jersey accent. Pretty
Oh,
good.
okay.
And so I've always kind of had a non-accent, which is actually a lot more common now than it used to be.
Yeah.
But yeah, the non-accent thing is how I live. So I feel like I could get away with
Well,
going
and I guess to
northern
specify,
in the South.
you don't technically have to.
Lancer, just do it.
You don't technically have.
I'm trying to plug my computer in nice and quiet.
So, Lancer, let me ask you this: would you be living in New York City, or just New York?
Oh man.
Because there's a lot.
That's
like
true.
outside of New York City, it's a lot of country.
Yes.
Right. I was assuming New York City.
Okay.
If
Okay.
I could choose I would live outside of New
Yeah.
York City.
Have you ever been to New York City?
I have been to New York City.
Okay.
once.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It was pretty intense. Yeah. I don't know. Like, I like to be outdoors. I like to have that option in New York. Like, and by outdoors, I mean like in the woods, like
Yeah.
not like walking down the sidewalk. So
Yeah.
I like to have that option.
I prefer to be in the jungle, not the concrete.
Right. So that would be sort of. I would, if I could choose, I'd live just outside of New York City.
Yeah.
So,
All right, so let me go ahead and change gears here. Would you rather live in a world with 1,000 times more spiders,
Oh,
oh
Lord.
no.
or live in a world where all the current spiders are dog-sized?
Oh,
From Chihuahua-sized small spiders up to German Shepherd
Oh man.
for really big spiders.
That sounds.
did you pick this
terrible.
question for my last podcast?
Yeah. Uh-huh. I saw it and I was like, Aaron will love this.
There are a few things in this world that I detest more than spiders. One of them, if you listen to episode 24, is Colin Kaepernick. Colin Kaepernick and spiders. So there's 1,000 times more spiders.
Yeah.
How many are there now?
A lot.
There's like a billion, probably. Like probably more than a billion. There's probably more spiders than there are people.
Yes, agreed. Well, they also like reproduce like 200 at a time, so slightly more than us.
So yeah. Oh, that's so bad.
Or the same amount, but dog sized.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I can't. 1,000 times more, just because I would be using a lot of ammo on a regular
Yeah.
basis.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, okay.
Ammo would get cheaper, supply would go up, demand.
I was gonna say, if shooting spiders with handguns is legal,
Oh, it would have to be.
Oh, I mean, like, you're living in a world where there are dog-sized spiders.
Like you have to kill these things.
Yeah, and it's the current number of spiders.
yeah, no, I'm still taking the 1,000 more because I enjoy deer hunting, and when you're walking through the woods at early in the morning,
You're getting
there's
cobwebs
like,
in your
man,
face.
there's spider webs like all of a sudden, literally a Labrador sized thing comes out of the. Oh gosh, no!
Oh man.
Okay. Oh man. This is.
You know what
honestly-
is right to do.
This is honestly terrible because I'm thinking, all right, if there's one spider in my garage, there's now 1,000 spiders in my garage.
Yes.
That's horrifying to think about
Yes.
as well.
yes.
So
Imagine 1,000 spiders though is hard to see sometimes.
Have you ever had that thing where you get the mama spider with all the baby spiders
Yes.
in the back, and you squash her, and
They-
then
they
all
go
of
running?
them go everywhere?
Yeah.
Yeah. Imagine that, but a little bit bigger, and that's your life.
Yeah.
Right. But imagine opening your garage door to go outside and get in your car, and there's a German Shepherd sized spider waiting for you.
I don't.
You'd
I,
never leave
But
your
don't worry,
house.
it's
Yeah.
just a garden spider. It's just eating all of the stray animals.
I mean, literally, I would have to go everywhere with a 12 gauge shotgun on my back.
Okay. So here's my question.
Yes.
Like, if spiders were the size of dogs or whatnot, could we eat them?
Oh no!
Do you want to?
Like, I don't know. Like, how
Is it like crab legs?
Yeah, exactly. Like what?
I'll take the
what
king
food
tarantula
category?
legs.
What food category does that fall in? Like when we start like growing them? I don't know. I want to know.
It's
these
like
things.
Oh, wow.
it's like right after cannibalism.
yeah.
Like you eat people when nothing else is there, and then spiders. If all else fails.
okay. Oh man. Okay. I think I have an answer.
yeah.
I don't like either one of these, but if I had to choose, I would say I want 1,000 times more, and then we just go on like a
Yes.
spider killing spree and get it
Yeah.
back down to where it is.
Okay, because here's the thing: you can always go to the store and buy Raid and
Yeah.
Ortho, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, we're talking about something like my dog is 50 pounds.
Yeah.
A 50-pound spider,
Right.
Yep.
Them things are stealthy, man.
Yeah. Like just like shooting out at you, like running at you with the fangs and everything, like
No.
a big old spider. No, thank you.
No,
It's like Sheila.
I would be the first. I would take every bit of money I had, go right to Elon Musk, and say, "How much to ship me to Mars on
Yeah.
your next exploratory rocket?"
Right.
Because I am out of here.
And then there's a spider on Mars. It's even bigger.
That's right. Maybe I'll have a cloud sofa and a lightsaber, and I'll destroy that.
Yeah,
Right.
I think the right answer is to do 1,000 times more because nobody wants giant spiders, but nobody wants 1,000 times more either. And that's why I like this question,
Think of
because
a
you
lot
don't
of-
want to choose either of them.
That's so bad.
Okay,
yeah.
but think of if you just took the amount of bugs
Yeah.
and you giant sized them.
Yeah.
Think of how different our world would be.
Ugh.
Be like the dinosaurs
Dude,
taking over.
what if we reverse the size of us and bugs?
Well, that's horrific.
Honey, I Shrunk the
Yeah, I
Kids.
was going to
Yeah.
say Honey, I Shrunk the Kids with that ant.
Ugh.
I always thought that ant was creepy.
Dude, I would be flying on a butterfly everywhere I went, though. I mean, that's what I'd be
You're not
doing.
going to do an Ant-Man and fly on the ants?
No. All right, I got one for you.
Flying on a butterfly. I feel like that would be a really erratic flight.
I mean, Matt, you like legitimately gave me chills. That was gross.
You're welcome.
All right, would you rather have eye drops of vinegar or toilet paper made of sandpaper?
Oh, man.
Aww.
Okay. I already know the answer to this one, and I kind of regret it. Because this is another one. There's no right answer.
No, there's
Like,
no
yeah.
right answer here. But it's not. Here's the right answer. It's not 50-pound spiders.
Right.
I have an answer already. It's a little too easy for me, I feel like, just because I don't use eye drops that often.
Right.
Give me eye drops of vinegar. It stinks, but I feel like I can blink my way out of that one.
Here's my question:
Yeah.
does contact solution equal eye drops?
I don't know. I don't wear contacts, so.
All right.
All right. Here's my question. Is this like you have to do this once, or this is like the rest of your lifetime?
Permanent.
Yeah, it's got to be the eye drops then, because I don't wear glasses either, and I don't need eye drops.
Right,
I don't
and-
ever use them.
Now, if you change it to you have to use eye drops every day, I'm still going to take the eye drops, I think. Because
Yeah.
I don't think it's worth it to have, like, hemorrhoids.
So you don't want to be a human baboon.
No. No.
So I think I'm gonna go the opposite.
Wow.
I wear glasses and contacts. I technically use my contact solution a lot as an eye drop.
Yeah.
To cleanse my eye. So I think it would fall within
Yeah.
the realm of eye drops.
Right.
So you're basically talking about never wearing contacts again.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm going to try to just force a loophole and say that I'm going to subscribe to like Dollar Shave Club and get those man wipes and just have them ship me those every month and just pay the extra money and carry them with me.
Yeah.
And I mean,
I feel like that's cheating.
Yeah, that's a little bit cheating because
Yeah.
like you,
I mean,
you
you
have
could-
to use the sandpaper.
all right.
the backside of the sandpaper.
Yeah,
No,
It's a
I
little less
don't.
rough.
Like
Hey, you can always use that bidet we talked about.
Hey,
that's true.
there's always the toilet pole brush.
Yeah.
Or your hand.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm sure in a bathroom
That's a different episode. If you want to listen to that episode,
Yeah, that
what
was a
that, like
while.
number 20 or something like that? I don't know.
20s in the 20s.
Yeah.
we are in the 20s.
We
Yeah.
talked about that for like half of the episode
Yeah.
too. That was a good 30-minute
I bet
conversation.
that was probably like 17, something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a
Late
while.
teens.
Maybe.
All right. Who else has got
Anyways.
another one here?
I got one
That's
for
a
you
sore
guys.
subject talking about
Here-
sandpaper for toilet
Yeah.
paper.
Yeah, here we go. Would you rather be 4 feet tall or 12 feet tall?
4 feet tall or 12 feet? Oof.
So definitely the tallest guy in the
Yeah,
world.
yeah.
12 feet's pretty tall.
4 feet tall.
4 feet tall.
Yes.
Why so?
Because I don't want to have to bend over in every building that I'm in. Like, I feel like that's going to be havoc on your life. Well, secondly, there's all the health effects of being so tall that your heart has to pump to every, whatever appendage.
Let's
so
assume the health is gone.
Okay,
like you're
cool.
you're perfectly healthy.
Okay, cool. I'm still going to go with the 4 feet tall just
Okay.
because I don't want to have to bend over all the time. Being short, like that short, is definitely an added difficulty, especially for like reaching things and stuff like that.
Right.
But I feel like I could get used to life that way. Being 12 feet tall, I don't think I'd get used to life like that.
So I think I'm going to take 12 feet tall.
Okay.
And just because I don't want
Goliath.
to be a midget.
Yeah.
But
No disrespect.
Do you keep your current body mass?
yeah, it's
12
going
feet tall,
to be
just stretch you out.
stretch me real thin. I'll basically be like a giant toothbrush.
Yeah.
Gumby.
Yeah.
So I think what I would do, I'm trying to think if it would lower you enough.
You'd have to reach down to dunk.
Yeah.
Not
That's
quite.
true.
I mean,
Not quite, but yeah.
intimidation factor for everything in life, I win.
Yeah.
So there's that.
Yeah.
You obviously command attention and respect everywhere you go. I think I would make a really good king if I was 12 feet tall. Yes. Like, that guy should be in charge of the world.
He can see all the world.
I think what I would do is,
So much for keeping our secrets up high.
I think I'd probably have to get like a Dr. Octavius wheelchair, though.
Yeah.
And I think with a wheelchair, you could get into most places.
True.
Yeah.
So I think
true.
I think I would kind of go electric wheelchair until I get to a room that's big enough for me to stand up and stretch my legs. But I'd get like a really elaborate one because I'm 12 feet tall, and I would say, "Build me this awesome wheelchair, or I'll beat you up."
Because you were a king.
Because I'm the king of the world.
Right.
It'll be a whole episode on YouTube, I promise.
And then I will force LeBron James to play me in one-on-one every day,
Yeah.
Dude, you could take on.
and
like,
I would just spank the fire out of.
You could
LeBron.
take on all the Lakers, and
I'm
just,
telling you, I would
like, it
just
wouldn't
be.
be fair.
I would just be standing there like Dikembe Mutombo in that commercial, just swatting everything out of the sky.
You're legitimately
I would-
5.5 feet.
Yeah, I'm
tall. Well, 5 feet.
I'm the
taller
number
than-
one defensive player in the NBA.
Yeah.
I'm the best receiver in the NFL. I'm also the goalpost.
You
Just
wouldn't be
throw it
very
up
good.
there.
You wouldn't be very good at hockey, but
Hockey would be challenging.
yeah.
I'm trying to think.
Soccer, you wouldn't have any particular advantage there.
No,
You have quite the fulcrum of a leg.
yeah, I would be. Okay, so you said health doesn't change. I'd be probably an incredible outfielder,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
being 12 feet tall.
Stand against a wall.
So yeah, I mean, think of the amount of torque I could put on a bowling ball. So I'm stretching a little bit here. Probably a really good tennis player. I see what you did there. So, anyways, I don't know. I'm going to go with that. I'm just going to say get a wheelchair, and I think I can survive in normal buildings.
Yeah. I might go with the 4 foot tall.
Yeah.
There's always times I'm like, man, it'd be really cool to hide in that spot.
And wear like a trunk.
What?
I wish I could hide underneath my sink sometimes, and I just can't fit there. So, like, what? Like that would
That's
just
what
be
you
great.
do when you have 50-pound spiders.
This is what happens when you're single. I've forgotten what it's like to be single. You just like walk around your kitchen like, I could hide in that.
If I was just a little smaller, I could hide in those
Oh,
cabinets.
man.
All right, I've got one. Would you rather stub your toe every morning or have to poop 10 minutes after every time you shower? You know that annoying thing when you get out of the shower and you're like, man, I gotta poop. So much for taking a shower.
I was going to say, one of those I don't do every morning, and one of those I almost do every morning. So I'm going to say just keep my life the way it is and not stub my toe and just roll with what I'm doing right now. It seems to be working. So I'm going to take option number 2.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah, I gotta I gotta agree, man. Like my BMs are not so terrible to where I feel like I have to go jump in the
Before
shower.
I take a shower.
Yeah, like
And hey, if it is, I love showers.
Well,
So
isn't
there's
that-
a
isn't
second shower.
Isn't that,
Then another
isn't that
one.
disappointing? Well, then you would have to poop again.
yeah, it's just like an endless cycle.
All I do, I hope that I didn't choose the sandpaper.
All I do is shower and poop. I can't get ahead of life.
I have to do everything in 10 minutes right after I get out of the shower.
Well, but the deal is like, have you guys never experienced that where you're just like just showered, but it's like, oh, I gotta poop,
Oh yeah.
and it's like I just got like clean, and now I gotta go poop.
And,
Yeah.
well, if you used a bidet, you'd be clean
That's
again.
right.
true.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Right?
Yeah.
That's the way to
It's,
do it.
it's kind of on the same level of like going to the gym and then eating McDonald's right afterwards. You're like, I just ruined whatever I just did.
Exactly.
So
What a waste. Or you can look at it as a positive. Because of my good efforts, I feel justified in my McDonald's purchase.
yeah, I guess you got a point. Like I evened it out.
Yeah. The score is 1-1.
Made no progress.
Oh man, we should probably move on because we're like 48 minutes into a podcast and we've only done one segment.
That's not accurate. Whatever. Okay, so we're gonna do choose your own ending,
Yes.
and this is a.
This is a stretch of the imagination, is what this is.
This was interesting. What we've done now is we've decided to choose like you're stranded on an island, right? That was it. It was
Yes.
on an island. So we're stranded on an island. So all three of us are stranded on an island, and each of us are going to give each other different scenarios of having two particular items, and the person has to give it to the other two, and then the two people who are being given it have to decide what they would do in order to survive with those items. Wow. That was
So you're marooned
I
on an
confused
island.
myself.
You're marooned on an island with two items.
Yes.
And you have to determine how you're gonna survive.
Right, and we
Right.
have not talked about what these items are.
No,
so these
and
are
they're
gonna
very
be,
random items. So
Yeah, we're gonna be shooting from there.
Right.
hopefully it's bigger than like a toothpick. I hope that's.
Hey, that's
I
a
didn't
really
think
good
about
one.
doing that one.
It'd be like, guess I'll have
You
an hors
have a
d'oeuvre.
speck of dust
And a molecule of air.
and a booger from your nose.
Oh man, you have a penny. A lot of heads or tails.
Oh.
All right, so I am going to throw one at Lancer first.
All right.
And so
Hit me.
Lancer,
I like how you looked at me and you said Lance.
Yeah.
So,
it was-
okay, yeah.
I was throwing him for a loop there. False sense of security.
Yeah.
So Lancer, you're marooned on an island, and there are two boxes that float up to you.
Ooh. Prisons.
One of them is a push mower,
Nice.
and one is a weed whacker.
Oh man, you gave me
Sweet.
some good stuff here.
Manicured
good stuff.
lawn.
All right, so
You'll have the nicest island around.
right. All right, so actually, you actually set me up really well here. Okay, so obviously, what I'm doing is I am mowing the words "help."
Yes.
in the lawn, you know, like let everything
the
grow.
sand.
in the sand or whatever, you know. I'll clear an area and I'll have it to where like, you know, there's just grass growing in one spot and I'll spell out help. But in the meantime, I got to use these things to survive, right?
Yeah.
So, oh man. Ooh, but you know what? There's a problem. I may not
No
have
gas.
I may not have gas.
I was gonna ask that question.
Ooh, yeah. Do I have gas in these? Like one tank of gas?
I'll
or-
give you one tank of gas in the mower.
Oof.
Mm.
And the weed eater's got to have like the oil.
Oh, 2 seconds.
Oh
Yeah.
no. Ah, okay.
Yeah.
All right. So,
So
here we
here's
go.
the thing. In theory, I know it's not 2-cycle oil, but you could probably take some engine oil
Yeah,
from the
yeah.
mower and still lube the gasoline, and you could probably make it work.
you're right.
Probably.
You're right.
It wouldn't
At
run
least
great,
for a little bit, yeah.
but you could get it going a little bit. Well, technically, you could run it until the engine seized up.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like you run it till it's dead.
Yeah.
So, wait, you know what I might just do? Honestly, I might just you know, just use all the gas in the lawnmower. But I could just take the weed eater apart probably for a few things. There's some good stuff in there, right? There's a spark plug.
Yeah.
So you can use the spark plug to help you start fires. You know, you
Oh,
go
yeah.
and try to crank it, little sparks flying out.
Cool.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
Got a fire.
What is it like?
Sounds like a machine gun.
And then you got the twine inside of there that you can use for like rope or like tying things up, and it won't go away. Like
Yep.
it won't deteriorate on you. So I think that might be what I'll do, and I'll probably like use the others. I'll find uses.
I think
for
you're
the other things.
overlooking a big use because if you use the weed whacker, it would make a great mixer for like omelets.
Oh, whoa! Yeah,
I mean,
you're
you
right.
could make like a cake or something with it, you know. So
I guess I
Yeah.
could use it to hunt animals too, like just like run after them and chop them up.
just wait in the ocean and then just like try to weed whack the fish.
Yeah, exactly. There you go.
that'll work.
That's what we're talking about
Yeah.
here. Yeah.
I was
so-
thinking, not to sit here and help someone else out, but with the lawnmower blades, I mean, those are going to be useful for forever.
Oh yeah, you're right. So I could.
That's an easy knife. to
Yeah.
cut
Oh
up,
yeah. After it's out of gas, you just steal the blades
Steal the
off
steel,
of it.
yeah.
Steal all the steel
Yes.
off of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there you go. All right.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have a landscaped island
With the word help on it,
with the word help on it, and then
And-
a really nice knife.
and a really nice knife, and a always fire starter.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
All
That
right.
works.
So Matt, I got one for you.
Okay.
It's not nearly as easy as what Aaron just gave.
Yay.
All right, so you're stranded on the island,
Yeah.
and you have a dead flashlight
Okay.
and the Mona Lisa painting.
The Mona Lisa painting. Wow. That's a cool
And you have to use this to survive or get off the island or both.
one. Man.
So,
Only I
Obviously,
could-
go to eBay first.
Yeah, I was going to say, if only I could get the internet.
Right.
They'd sell that for money.
And then you'd have all this money transferred into a bank account, and you're still on an island.
Yeah. So let's see. Okay, so the what was the first thing?
Dead
Oh,
flashlight.
dead flashlight.
The batteries don't work anymore.
Right. So do I have potatoes on the island?
Ooh, you know that you have coconuts. I'll give you coconuts.
Oh darn! I was gonna say because I could power a flashlight with a potato, maybe.
Ah, not a bad idea. Can you do that with a coconut?
I don't think you could. I don't think coconuts can conduct
Well,
Give
electricity.
it a try.
There's more likelihood of an orange, which you could probably conduct.
That's true.
Electricity in an
Oh,
orange.
can you do that? In
I think you can.
maybe.
It's got
Or
electrolytes.
an apple.
Yeah.
I think.
Maybe.
I think you
I know
can.
generally they use potatoes, but I don't know. Because I was thinking, maybe I could get some semblance of light with that, and I mean, light on a pitch black island is a big deal.
Right.
Well, if you can shine light on the Mona Lisa painting, it'll at least make the ambiance better.
Right.
Well, the question, the real question though is she smiling or is she frowning?
She's
Is
kinda
she kinda
like-
straight
She's
faced?
frowning
It's kinda-
now. She's on an island with you.
Why is this
Well,
guy
I can
been
make her
staring at
frown.
me?
I can do whatever I want with that painting now.
You better
All
smile.
right.
I'll throw you in that ocean.
So I think the Mona Lisa is really good kindling.
Yeah, I mean it's an oil painting, right?
Yeah, because I got nothing else to do with that. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I mean, like, that fabric of the oil painting would actually be useful. So I would probably wash off the Mona Lisa. Sorry, Mona Lisa. There you go. You'll ride the waves. But I'm going to take that fabric and use it for something. And I'm not sure exactly what. Maybe that might be useful for shelter stuff. Might be useful for clothing material.
How big is the Mona Lisa?
It's not huge, but it's big enough to be able to use it for at least part of something.
But don't you have the responsibility to take care of the Mona Lisa
Heck
while you're
no,
there?
you got no responsibility. You're on a
I mean,
stranded
like-
island by yourself.
Like, won't people be like, you let that happen to the Mona? You didn't even try.
I'm with you, Lancer. I would take care of it.
You know what?
It'd be my only house decoration. I have one house decoration. This is
I mean,
worth
it gives
more
you
than
like a
any-
sense of purpose, right?
And then, people come around and it's like ancient times when you were there, and they're like, there's a Mona Lisa painting in this cave. Like they find cave paintings, and there's like a framed Mona Lisa. Like, what in the world?
Hey, you can always use the frame for kindling.
Hey,
Yeah.
there you go.
Yeah.
That might not be a bad idea.
Yeah, it's certainly possible.
I'm still using the fabric.
That's a tough one, man. Lancer, that's
That
tough.
is a tough
I
one.
mean, yeah, it's not easy.
The Mona Lisa was funny though. I'm glad you put that in there.
Okay, Aaron,
I'm ready.
you have a bag of marshmallows
Okay.
and a plastic comb.
Plastic comb.
Yes.
Wow.
All right.
Bag of marshmallows and a plastic comb.
Well, first and foremost, I'm going to need a stick in order
Yes.
to roast my marshmallows.
Absolutely.
So
It's the
I
only
feel
way
like
to
I
eat
feel like
those
I could
things.
probably get that on the island. The comb. Well, I mean, if there's a costume party, I can use it as a fake mustache.
Go throw yourself a costume party on
Yeah,
the
I mean that's probably
I had ideas on what to do with the comb, and that's not what came to mind.
first week I'm there. I'm thinking a costume party on the island.
Yeah.
We're marooned on it. I mean, you never know. There could be
There's no we, it's you.
there could be cannibals on this island. And in which case I would barter the comb for my life, probably. And
I have the Mona Lisa.
they'd probably rather have the comb.
They probably worship the Mona Lisa. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. So I've got marshmallows. So that's like a week of meals.
We need that on loop over there, that song, because it's...
No, it's
What's going on?
only like 2 minutes long, so I have to keep starting it over and over.
So basically, what I'm going to do is take the comb and I will comb my hair.
Yep.
First and foremost, you got to have good looking hair when you're marooned on an island,
Right.
Uh-huh.
And
Yeah, that's the problem with what's his face?
yeah,
Dang nabbit.
Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks,
Yeah.
thank you. I was going to say Tom Cruise. I was like, that's not him. Tom Hanks.
Cruise
he
were
did
marooned
not,
on an island.
he
It would
did-
have turned out differently.
Yeah, Tom Cruise did.
There you go.
Tom Hanks did not take care of his hair. That was his problem.
No, so yeah, I
Right.
mean the comb stays for hygiene purposes.
Yes.
Even though I feel like I could probably make one out of like a dead fish skeleton.
Probably.
But, I would pretty much not panic. I know I've got
Yeah.
I've got a good sense of hygiene. I've got a good meal.
Yeah.
And I would probably find a stick and begin to sharpen that on a rock. And I would probably start learning how to spearfish really quickly.
Yeah.
While you're living off the marshmallows.
While
and-
I am, I'm pretty sure marshmallows like expand in your stomach. So
Yeah, I think they would be satisfying for
Yeah,
people.
I think a marshmallow a day, a bag of marshmallows is probably 50.
Marshmallow a day will keep the
So,
Reaper away.
That's probably enough right there to get me through at least 2 months.
All the essential nutrients and vitamins and
In a
marshmallows.
marshmallow, yeah.
Like, it's just a nutrient packed
you
snack.
have a
Either
marshmallow
that or
a day.
the other thing I would do is I would find basically some way to lure animals with marshmallows and
that's a good
trap
good
them
thought. Yeah.
and try to bait something in.
Animals
And,
I was
like
gonna say, is there a way to turn marshmallows into like a glue substance? I wonder if that's possible.
I
Well,
don't think that would be. I think it would be like water soluble.
Yeah, that's the only thing that I would.
So as soon as you start rafting away from this island, I think
Yeah.
it just turns into a bunch of sticks, and you're just
you're
shipwrecked.
trying to survive on the island. You're not trying to escape the island yet.
I mean, you could definitely track.
We could have that
ants.
conversation.
Well, I mean, I think
Yeah.
what you do is outside of combing your hair,
Yeah.
you should probably build a pantry and
Get some running water.
build a pantry
Get the
and
internet.
put the marshmallows in the pantry because you just showed up on this island. You don't know when someone else will, and I mean, you want to be able to offer them something good. So that's what I would do. I would kind of save it for a rainy day. And,
I don't know if I would though, because when you leave marshmallows for long enough, they kind of like melt
Yeah.
together.
Then you got peeps.
Yeah. No, what I was thinking with the comb is you could turn that into like a shiv that you could kill some animals with. That's my thought.
Okay. I think the costume party is a way more realistic option than killing animals with a comb. I feel like I've got a better chance with a stick or a rock maybe than a comb.
Well, I mean, you can use it as a weapon.
Really,
In general.
what I would do is I would look for a piece of coral
Yeah.
because those things are sharp as junk.
Yeah.
And you can
yeah.
cut yourself to pieces on that. So, all right. Who's next?
Well, you're calling out now.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we're back to you now, Matt.
Yeah, your
Okay.
turn again.
Okay.
You are marooned on this island with a hockey stick and a moped.
Ooh,
Wow. Man, you gave some big.
I gave
things.
good ones.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, I figure you only get 2 items. Might as well be something good like a hockey stick.
well, the hockey sticks can be great for hunting.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, if
No,
only you had a
actually-
puck to sling at those animals.
I would probably use that hockey stick and probably break the end so I've got a sharp point, and that would be a fantastic spear. And I could
that's-
spearfish with that bad boy.
I'm fairly certain on an island there's a tree. So basically, you
Yeah.
just have a branch of a tree.
Yeah, but
Yeah, you're right. It's not that useful.
It's not that easy to
it's-
find a straight branch sometimes.
Well, I mean,
And
you need to
that's
work
a
on.
treated piece of wood.
I think
that's
your
gonna
whittling
last a lot of
skills,
work.
your whittling skills are going to get a lot better.
Well, yeah, but you
So
you
why
don't
break-
have a knife.
I wouldn't break the hockey stick because, I mean, you really limit yourself on.
Let
not
me
being-
make decisions.
You don't have the option to play a good game of hockey while you're there.
How are you going to play hockey
Why
now,
waste
Matt?
the opportunity to?
Get your costume party out of here with your hockey playing. And
You guys are so serious about this. I'm going to
survive.
enjoy the last days of my life.
okay. Moped question. Do I have any gas?
You do have 1 tank of gas in your moped.
Yes, I can ride around the island. Yeah.
Donkey Kong style.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. I am definitely going to ride that around the island at least one time.
Scouting trip.
Let's see. Then the tires would be good for burning. I could definitely get some metal pieces off of that for, knife or, whatever.
Oh yeah.
Whatever I want to use it for, an axe head or something.
Oh,
You'll have some hose on there.
Yeah.
You could take the handlebars off, use it for a zip line.
Yeah.
I mean,
Now we're talking.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You're just gonna burn the wheels and the tires. There's nothing. I mean, I feel like the tires you could honestly use
could
those
do
to float.
you got a point.
Maybe.
You might be able to do that.
I don't know. I don't feel like
Maybe if it was a 4-wheeler.
it's got rims that kind of weigh it down.
Well, if you took the tires off, strapped them to a raft.
Well, they're not like total encapsulated tubes. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You can
So-
use them as floaties.
Well, they do have inner tubes.
Well, they do have inner tubes. Yeah, inner tubes. Okay, I don't know. Maybe.
So you're gonna
I
get a
could burn 'em.
coconut and you're gonna play polo by yourself on your moped with your hocky stick.
Heck yeah.
Hey, that's
That'd
actually
be
a
awesome.
really good idea.
Yeah.
That's
That'd be a great way to
idea.
spend your first day.
Oh man, that's good times right there.
All right. So anyway, Lancer.
Yeah, hit me.
You got a leather wallet
Cool.
and a vehicle tire.
Vehicle tire.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right, now you don't get an inner tube on this thing.
Okay.
You just got the outer tire.
It's just like a junk tire that's
Yeah,
been
yeah.
like thrown
Man,
away.
you guys were like brutal about this.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what you were doing.
All right, is there
Aaron.
like any
I'm having fun, man. Y'all are having a way better time.
is there any money in this wallet? Like $5 million.
Yes.
Okay.
Spend it wisely.
It has a 1, a 5, and a 10.
A 1 of 5. Oh
Yes.
man. Oh, you made it even harder. I'm just kidding.
$16.
All right, so oh man, the music's not going. Hold on, let me get that. That's my thinking
Oh
music.
no.
All right. So the tire in the wallet. Most people would be like, "Man, that tire would be really useful, right?"
Yeah.
Wrong. The wallet is more useful.
Yeah.
And you want me to tell you why?
Yes.
Why?
Because you can take it apart and use it for eternal toilet paper. You always need
Oh.
toilet paper on
Oh,
this
that is
island.
Really?
Eternal toilet paper. Man, I feel like
Leather toilet
we
paper.
could make that today.
And you just wash it after you're done and hang it up and use it next time.
That's the best
So-
usage. I didn't even think about
So
that. That's great.
There you go.
That works.
It's a forever
And
toilet paper.
you know, if you could find something sharp enough,
Man, that's what I need to use the Mona Lisa for.
Wow. Sorry, Miss Lisa.
wiping your butt with Mona Lisa. Man, if you could find a way to cut that tire like into some shreds, you could probably get yourself some sort of a cushioned rubber bed.
You know what? You might be right.
Or like,
how big
or
of
if
a
you
tire
like,
is it?
if you cut it a little bit, you could almost get one of those like gaming chairs where you're like super rock, like it rocks back and forth.
No, you're on a really good track here because we could totally cut that and just use it as a hammock.
Oh yeah,
Just have your feet hanging off. It's probably not long enough for feet and everything.
Yeah.
it's like a hammock for a 2-year-old.
Yeah. You're like
Yeah.
laying in it, you're like,
Yeah, like-
cramped up.
Well, really, if you could find a way to slice that tire, like it's got metal bands in it, but if you could get like long strips of tire, man, you'd have a wicked whip.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You could totally just like extend.
You could go
them.
hunting with that
Yeah.
thing, with
Oh,
your weed
man.
eater.
You would be whipping things. Like, I got toilet paper and a whip. What more do I need?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
And maybe if I got bored, I'd just burn the tire. you
Yeah.
know?
Well, if you could
They're good
find
for
like a
burning.
big vine, if
Uh-huh.
you could find a big vine, you could build a tire swing into
Yeah.
the ocean.
Oh man, you're right. Like swing. Oh man.
Aaron's just having a good time on this island.
So you guys are like, oh my god, I'm gonna die, and I'm like, woo, party.
This harkens back to our science fiction draft where you're like picking a floating couch
Yeah,
and stuff.
exactly.
I will have to admit, I did much better in that draft than I thought I would.
Yeah.
It was all weapons and a
But
cloud
here's
sofa.
the problem that I have with your cloud sofa. Is that it's something that exists today? Like
know.
it was supposed to be like future technology.
Well, no, it
like
doesn't
we don't
exist.
have.
It's just been proposed.
Oh, it's
not in
someone
production.
had to have made that.
If
stupid
it's in
thing.
production, I want one.
I'm sure.
Okay, would you put your cloud sofa on your island?
Heck yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, why wouldn't
I mean,
you?
would it still work?
What do you mean? Would it still
Yeah.
work? It's not electric. It's
it-
magnets.
It's just anti-gravity.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, so you have to have the magnet part.
All right, tell
Yeah,
me
yeah.
you wouldn't want a cloud sofa.
I mean, it'd be pretty sweet, you know.
Okay, yeah, what if cannibals walk up and you're like, boom, I'm a god because I'm sitting on a cloud.
Exactly.
And they'd be like, okay, here's a chicken.
Yeah,
And I'm
exactly.
surviving
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
You know what? That's actually fantastic. That might be the best thing to have on an island with cannibals.
We've gotten off track. You have a wallet and a tire.
Okay, I have eternal toilet paper and a tire swing.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
we're done.
That's so
pretty
good.
good.
All right, so Aaron,
I'm ready.
last one.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you fancy china
All right.
and a guitar.
Oh, sweet.
So you have fancy
so
china and guitar.
I do play a little guitar.
Yeah.
So I
I'm gonna burn it.
no.
Great for the costume party.
I will.
He's
I'll
got a
probably be
comb
the-
on his lip and a guitar.
Oh, that'd be so awesome. So I think I'll be one of the greatest guitar players never heard.
yeah.
And
Dude, you'll run.
Okay, so here's
that
the
island.
picture.
So probably-
you drive up on this island on your boat, and there's this guy on there with a comb mustache and a guitar, like singing and playing guitar. I think I would just drive on.
He's got it covered.
He's
no, I'm
doing-
good. Keep
he's
going.
doing just fine.
Have a nice day. So I would probably write some epic lyrics
Yeah.
Probably hieroglyphic style in a cave.
About sand or something.
Yeah, about the sand between my cheeks.
Coconut make you go nuts.
And yeah, I mean,
Put the
know,
lime in the coconut.
probably be a lot of lyrics
yeah.
I'd be writing.
Yeah.
I'd probably have a bunch of songs. What was the other thing I had? I have a guitar
And
fine china.
Yeah, fancy china.
Oh yeah.
Obviously, I've got a knife.
That you made from a rock.
Well,
Doesn't that in the China?
Oh, is that? I was thinking plates.
Oh, just,
yeah. I was
just
gonna
plates?
say you don't
Wait,
get, you don't
I don't get the whole
silverware in
set?
Does
China.
China have utensils too?
I don't think
China.
so. I don't think so.
I thought
No?
China was just plates.
No, China is just the glass bit because it's all about the porcelain.
That's what I
So
was
do I
thinking.
have just plates then?
Oh wait, you break
got,
one.
You
and
got
you
plates,
you got a knife.
bowls, those kinds of things.
All right. Well, so right after you land,
Saucepans,
you should.
gravy bowl. You get a gravy boat.
Yeah.
like a teapot. Right?
Well, that'd be
Yeah.
a heavy package to get to shore.
A little bit.
I would obviously build a cupboard first and foremost
To display
to
your
store all my china in.
with your marshmallows.
Need for some lightning to strike the sand in order to make some glass panels for the front of the cupboard
Yeah.
so people
Yeah.
could see it was china.
I'm sure that's
And
not
then,
how it works.
I would probably take one of the plates and try to break it into like a spear point and lash it onto
yeah.
something that I can spearfish with. I feel like I'd be doing a lot. I'd be really good at opening my eyes underwater in salt water because I'd have no choice.
Yeah.
Would you
and-
throw the spear at the guy coming to rescue you?
Oh no! I would.
Okay.
I would take being rescued, but I don't think I would burn the guitar. I think I could figure out how to start
He
a
would be
fire.
inviting the guy under shore for tea time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we'd have a fire. We'd boil the water, and I think at some point you can purify salt water. I don't remember
Yeah,
exactly
you
how.
can purify salt water. You have to kind of evaporate it.
Yes.
So
that's-
you would have to boil it and then like catch it onto a surface and whatever.
yeah, that's it.
Do
That's it.
like a trickling deal.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's doable.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Especially with the
with a guitar in
plateware you
China,
got.
yeah. I mean, it would be going from bowl to bowl. So I would be all set up for guests. I mean, I'd be ready to entertain.
She would.
I'd have a song in my heart and find China, and I would just need some fish and maybe some local vegetables or
man.
fruits.
and tea in my belly.
And yeah, I mean, I think I could actually do the tea because
Yeah.
you can probably find some sort of mint plant and just boil some water and throw the leaves in there, and boom, you got tea.
I think that's probably the one thing that I'm the most afraid of is like if I were stranded on an island, just trying random plants until I find out which ones are inedible.
Yes,
That wouldn't be
just
fun.
know what poison ivy looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah. That would be bad.
Yes, would you like a little poison ivy tea?
Yeah, all the way in and all the way up.
Yeah, no, not gonna be very good there. All right,
All right,
did we effectively do all that?
Yeah, I need to do a shout out for our sponsor, and then
right.
we'll do our final segment. So, I'm sorry.
So-
Excuse me,
so-
sponsor. I had a burp. Wondering what to watch on a Friday night? Are you up? I can't read from this distance.
Way to screw it up, Matt. On my last podcast.
You ever end up spending way too much time browsing new releases to find nothing you want to watch? Let me tell you about my friends over at Movie Munchies on Facebook. Movie Munchies is constantly updating their page with fresh reviews for movies available on streaming sites or in theaters. Not only do you get a great synopsis and movie details, but you can digest it in about 5 minutes or less. Learn about the movies you want to see or find out about movies you should see. They give you all the information you need to pick out your next movie, and they make it entertaining too. So swing by Movie Munchies on Facebook, pick out your next movie, and leave them a like to stay updated on new arrivals. Actually, recently they did one on Indiana Jones. They did like the trilogy, and they talked about that. It's pretty entertaining.
Classics.
Yeah, and so I mean, it's not necessarily just new releases. It's stuff that maybe you missed out on. If you've missed out on Indiana Jones, I'm really disappointed in you. Go and watch it now. But first, read the review over on Movie Munchies, and then go and watch it now.
Right.
So we appreciate their support for supporting this podcast, and we'd like you to support them. And that's always
The Trinity of support.
Yes. The support trifecta. Okay, so let's move into our final segment, which is something that we've made up called
Yeah.
Top 5.
Top 5.
Top 5.
So just to clue everyone in, most of these segments we made up.
That's true.
Made up
well,
or
we-
stole.
Well, what I'm saying is it's not one that we've done before.
Yeah, this is brand new.
Yes.
We wait till I leave to roll out brand new segments.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
We're gonna let, if this goes bad, we're just gonna blame it on Aaron.
So let me give a little bit of insight once again onto Aaron leaving. He let us know. So we always have a Monday in which we talk about what we're gonna do on the next.
Wait, should I cut the happy music right now?
No.
Okay.
Where we
This is a joyous time.
we go through like what we're gonna talk about on the podcast a little bit. We don't go over it much. We just kind of like, oh yeah, we're gonna talk about this. And so we did that on Monday, and then on Tuesday, Aaron hits us up and is like, oh, by the way, I'm not gonna do the podcast anymore.
In all fairness, that's not exactly the way I worded it, but
He sounded
Fair
about
enough.
like that.
I mean, basically, he's like, guys, I'm really not good at podcasts, so I'm just not gonna do it anymore.
yeah.
you guys remember that thing that we sometimes do called a podcast? Yeah, I'm done.
Shoot from the lip or something.
Yeah, yeah. We had planned out like a new segment, and we were talking about like doing new stuff and whatever. And then Aaron's like, "Nope, I'm out."
So, thanks for throwing me under this bus.
Yeah, you're
This is the
If you guys could
segment.
lift this bus off of me, I'll do this last segment.
The other thing is like we have this like logo that we have with 3 faces on it, and now one of the faces is trash.
Right. I mean, it was trash before, but now it's like really trash.
This is a word to you hipsters. Be careful who you podcast with, because as soon as you make life choices, they will disown you, call you trash.
Yeah, so we're
Hey,
planning on
hope for your
putting.
death.
We didn't call you trash. We called your face trash. Just let's get it
Yeah,
straight.
that's true. So we're planning on putting a big X over his face or over his eyes or his eyes and mouth.
I'll
or-
probably still win more
something.
drafts on Twitter, not being a member.
We'll just put you in as an honorary
Yes.
option. That's just like Aaron, nothing.
I'm good with that. All right, so we're doing top 5, and what
Yeah.
we've got is a couple of random lists of top 5 things
Yeah.
that we've researched, and I just need to let that music
Yep,
finish.
The
And,
music's done now.
So, a couple of top 5 lists, and we are going to. So, for instance, I'll say what my list is, and they have to guess what the things are in the top 5, what items are in the top 5, and if they can get an item right and it's in the top 5, they get 1 point for that. If they get the exact place in the top 5 that item falls, they will get 2 points instead of 1. And I will be keeping track of this.
Okay, cool.
And because
Appreciate it.
I was like, I don't have my pen and paper.
they're not prepared, so I will go first.
Man, what are we gonna do without him?
Oh gosh.
We won't have a pen and paper.
You guys, well, yeah, because if you listen to episode 24,
the one
clear-
thing that Aaron offers to this podcast.
you clearly cut paper, and it is offended. So it's done with you.
Oh yeah, I cut paper all the time. All right.
So, all right, here's your topic.
Yes.
Top 5 cars sold in the U.S. in 2018.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
this is an exact list because it had the number of units sold, so that was handy.
Yeah.
So, top 5 cars sold in the U.S.
So how we doing this? Like,
Let's do this. I'll say my number 1.
yeah.
You say your number 1,
Okay.
and then you say your number 2.
Yeah.
I'll say my number 2.
Okay.
And then my number 3. Back and forth.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I picked up on the.
Okay.
All right.
and then after 4, we'll go to 5.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so Lancer,
Yeah.
what is the number 1 selling car in 2018?
I am going to go with the number 1 selling car in 20. Wait, what year did you say?
2018.
I about said 2015. Wow.
Sorry, I might have said 2015. when I asked.
I'm going to go with the Ford F-150 as the number 1 selling car in 2018.
All right. So
Does trucks count as cars?
Yeah, vehicles. I
Okay,
guess.
vehicles.
Okay,
Okay.
because I was going to go with the same pick, is a Ford F-150 for the best selling.
All right.
That I had already planned on in my head.
Okay. Okay.
And you guys are both correct. The Ford F-150 is the
Man.
number 1 selling car.
How about that?
Yep.
in
I think
the
I
US
heard
in
that
2018.
in my trivia at work. I think that was mentioned.
I just heard it's been like the number 1 selling car forever, so
Yeah.
I figured it would,
You
Yeah,
are
yeah.
both correct. And
Cool.
I will say this, it was the number 1 selling car by a large margin.
Really?
Okay, cool.
by about 400,000 units.
Wow.
So this is the part where it's going to get
It
tricky.
almost doubled the second.
Nice.
So, all right. Number 2.
All right,
Lancer.
Number 2.
So you guys are both sitting at 2 points each.
Sweet.
All right. So I guess if we don't get it right, you won't tell us from here on out. Because, like, what if my number 2 is actually number 4?
Right.
So
Yeah.
I guess at this point we'll just say our list.
Yeah. Let's
Okay.
just say our list, and then you're gonna have to.
Yeah. Then you'll
Figure out if
then
we're
you do
right or
the
wrong over
you
there.
do all the maths. Okay.
We're working this out
So-
on the fly.
We're figuring it out as we go.
You can
All
tell
right.
we've practiced this before.
All right. So I am going to say my number 2
Yeah.
will be the Honda Civic.
Okay. I'm gonna go with the Toyota Camry.
Ooh, good choice. So now you do number 3. You do number 3 first.
What? What? How do we? I thought that's not how this was gonna work, Lance. Are you
No,
like-
I said I do 1, you do 1, and
Oh.
then you were actually supposed to do 2, and then I do 2.
Oh, I didn't pay
So,
attention to it.
Yeah,
being a
obviously,
snake thing.
because you don't pay attention.
Welcome to Shoot from the Hip, where nobody knows.
This
Matt's
is
over
what
here like, I got it, I understood, and he blew it.
Yeah,
So,
well, whatever.
All right.
so
Okay, let's go with the. I'm gonna go with the Honda Accord.
Okay.
Cool.
That's my number
Okay.
3.
all right, I'm gonna go number 3. Oh man, this is gonna be really, really tough. I'm gonna go with the Ford Edge.
Interesting.
I've seen a lot of those. No, sorry. I'm gonna take that back. I messed up. Ford Explorer.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah, not the Edge, the Explorer.
that makes a little bit
Okay.
more sense to me.
Yeah,
All right, Lancer, you're 4th.
yeah. I'm 4, and at this point, I'm gonna throw in the Toyota Corolla.
All right.
Okay. Oh man, let's see. Let's go with. All right. So what am I? I'm on number 4.
You're gonna do 4 and 5.
Yeah, 4 and 5. So let's do. Yeah, let's go with Ford Explorer, and then. Oh man, I feel like there's got to be a Chevy in there, but I don't know what it is. I don't know. Let's go with. I feel like I'm taking forever now.
You are.
Let's throw Toyota Corolla as number 5.
All right, so
I
I
don't like it, but I'm.
I just gotta do number 5, right?
Yes.
All right, so number 5, the 5th most sold car. I'm gonna go a little bit off the beaten path. I'm gonna go Nissan Altima.
Okay. All right.
So
So here's the list. I'll read you the list, and you guys can figure out the points.
this is so clunky,
All right.
but we'll get it.
The number 1 selling car in 2018, as was discussed, was the Ford F-150 by a large margin.
Right.
The number 2 best-selling car in 2018 was the Chevy Silverado
Oh wow. Okay, so
at
there was a Chevy.
about 560,000 units.
Okay.
The Ford was about 940,000.
Yeah.
To tell you the
Okay.
difference. So Chevy people that think, oh, we're better. No, you're not. Not because
not in popular opinion.
no,
Right.
America is buying double the
Yeah.
amount of F-150s.
right.
This was a surprising list to me. The number 3 best-selling vehicle was the Dodge Ram.
Wow.
Only about 20,000 units behind
Man, the
the
U.S.
Chevy.
is into some
So
trucks.
yeah,
huh?
pickup trucks, big deal.
So
Well, they use them for
Gore,
fleet.
Al Gore, this message is for you. No one cares about global warming.
Right. Well, I mean, they use them for fleet vehicles, right?
Right,
So if
that's
you're-
true.
Yeah, so we didn't think about that. So
Yeah.
that's important.
Number 4 would be the Toyota RAV4.
What?
Wow.
Who drives that?
lot of people.
A lot of people drive
Apparently,
them.
do.
Yeah.
Wow.
People are into that.
It's
RAV4,
basically
yeah.
a Corolla
Okay.
that's 4-wheel drive with more storage space.
People also like Toyota.
So
Yeah,
the number
true.
5, this was one that surprised me, but I actually mentioned this to my wife if she was listening, which she doesn't listen. So
Was that a
She doesn't-
dig on your wife?
no, she just doesn't believe.
Say
she's
whatever
just-
you want.
She doesn't listen.
She doesn't listen. It doesn't
I
matter.
can say whatever I want. No, she's just busy with children.
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
Number 5 is the Nissan Rogue.
Oh man, I was so
Interesting.
close on
I
that
told
one.
her, I was like, man, I see a ton of these on the interstate.
Wow.
She's like, I
Yeah.
know, I do too.
They must have had a really good deal in 2018.
The
where they sold
Nissan
a
Rogue
ton.
did really, really well. So the
Okay.
midsize to smaller SUVs and the trucks.
Yeah.
Those are the top 5 cars. So at the end
Fascinating.
of that round, you guys are both sitting at 2 points each.
Great.
Yeah.
Nailed the first
Man,
Awesome.
if I would have picked that Chevy Silverado, I would have had
Yeah,
that.
Missed
yeah,
the
you were
rent.
on it.
Couldn't-
I was close on that Nissan Altima.
You almost got. You went
Yeah.
Nissan. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
So,
Huh.
yeah.
Man.
Nissan Rogue.
That's interesting.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, so I've got a list for you guys.
All right.
Now, I have a list of the 50 largest countries in the world, but I'm just looking for the top 5. So this is by land area.
Okay.
This isn't by population or anything like that. This is by land area. The top 5 largest countries. And Aaron, are you ready to write down some stuff on, or do you want me to write down some stuff? We're still figuring this out as we go.
I'm just gonna memorize everything.
Yeah.
This is my big brain power.
Uh-huh.
So this is land mass.
Yes.
So like not by population, not by anything else, but the size.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of
the
something else
land.
that would
All right,
be
so do I have-
largest by
So I have first
number
pick?
of windows.
All right. I will go with Russia.
Okay.
Okay, I am going to go with Russia as well as number 1,
Okay.
Okay.
and then I guess I do number 2.
Okay.
We gonna snake it?
I'm going to go Canada number 2.
Okay.
Man, that's great. That's a great one. I feel like
Man, that's good. That's good.
I feel like you're probably right. I don't want to piggyback you though, so I will go with Greenland.
Okay.
All right, and then you do number 3.
I'll take Canada.
I am going to go China at number 3.
Okay.
And then, I got to do number 4 now, don't I? All right, so number 4, I am going to go. All right, this is where it's going to get tough for me. I am going to go with the great old United States of America at number 4.
Okay.
It's a good choice.
So you're on number 4 as well, right?
Yeah, so I will take the USA as well,
Okay.
and then I will take Australia.
Oh, at number 5. Okay, number 5, I was thinking about going with Australia as well. And I will go with Australia at number 5.
All right.
So-
That's pretty fascinating actually because you guys were very close.
All right.
Okay.
All right. So number 1 is Russia.
All right.
All right, so,
So-
we
so
both
2
got
points.
Easy
that.
2 points on that
Yep.
for both of y'all. Number 2 is Canada.
Okay.
Okay, so
Nice.
I got 2, Aaron got 1.
Yep.
All right.
Number 3 is the United States.
Oh,
Okay.
man, okay.
So you got 1 on that.
I got 1.
You
each
put
got
it as
one.
number 4. Number 4 is China.
Okay.
Okay.
So you just had them swapped.
Oh, man, so close.
And then number 5, neither of y'all got number 5, Brazil.
Ah.
Yeah, we missed
Brazil's bigger than
right,
Australia.
that. Man, I really thought Greenland was a lot
Greenland's
bigger.
number 12.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was
Where-
Australia?
Yeah, where's Australia?
Australia's number 6.
Oh, so we just barely
Yep.
missed that one.
Just barely.
Oh, man. I really thought Australia was bigger
Yep.
than
All right.
Brazil.
So Lancer, you ended up with 6. I ended up with 4.
Wow.
So yeah,
So
slightly better than the last round.
So if we combine my score from last time, I'm sitting at 8.
You're sitting at a total of 8.
All right, so and I'm done now because I got to give you guys a list.
Yes.
All right, so here we go, guys. My list is the top 5 most populated cities in America.
Okay.
So the 5 cities that have the highest population. So I guess we're going to start with Matt on this one.
5 cities that have the highest population.
Right. Most people living in that city. And this is according to 2018. So if you know some serious migration pattern that's happened since then, don't count it.
Yeah.
So 2018.
Okay. Let's see. Ooh, I've got a couple in mind. Let's go with Sao Paulo.
Sao Paulo,
Is this in the U.S. or in the world?
U.S.
Oh, in the U.S.
Yeah, sorry.
I'm sorry.
United States.
I was
So-
half paying attention.
was like,
when you
okay,
started.
my mind-
Obviously,
My
again.
mind just shifted
My
majorly.
bad.
I'll say I'm thinking that's in America,
Brazil.
maybe.
Okay,
It's
in the
Costa
US.
Rica.
Okay, let's see. Let's go. I'll go New York.
New York for number 1. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going New York City number 1 as well.
Both go in New York number 1. Okay.
I'll take Los Angeles number 2.
Los Angeles number 2.
Okay, let's go. Sorry, I have to think. It hurts.
I can hear it.
Let's do Miami.
Miami number 2.
Yeah.
Okay. And then Matt, you got to do number 3
Oh,
now.
sorry.
So that's going to make it really tough.
Yeah. I feel like I have no knowledge on this one. Let's do Chicago.
Chicago at number 3.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm going to take Chicago at 3, and then I'll take Houston at 4.
Okay.
Okay, let's go. Yeah, let's do Los Angeles. So that's number 4.
Right.
And then number 5 is going to be, I bet Dallas has some good high population. Let's go Dallas.
Dallas at number 5. All
Yeah.
right. So your
Hang on.
list.
And then I'm going to
I was
take,
about to say, he's got to do 5.
Oh, yeah.
man, I don't know. I'm going to take Phoenix
Phoenix number 5.
at
Okay.
5.
Okay. All right. So, what was your list again, Matt?
New York, Miami, Chicago, L.A., Dallas.
Yeah.
And Aaron, yours was.
New York, L.A., Chicago, Houston, Phoenix.
All right. So, number 1 was New York City.
All
Most
right.
populated city by actually a long shot. It's got like
Yeah.
8.4 million.
Yep.
So,
There's a lot.
yeah.
That was a given.
Yeah, that's over double the next city,
Yeah.
which is Los Angeles.
Yeah, yo.
So, we got.
1 for me, 2 for him.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, technically 4 for me, 2 for you.
Yeah.
Because I nailed them both in each slot. You get 2 points if you nail it.
Right, I got the first one, so I got 2, and then I got 1 for LA. I picked
So,
LA
yeah,
later.
3.
Right.
So,
So
all right.
you're
Number,
1 up on me.
number 3 is Chicago,
Yes.
or as my father says, Chicago.
Nice.
So, Aaron has been perfect so far. at this
Still 1
point.
up on
Yep.
Matt.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Number 4, Houston, Texas.
Yes!
Nice.
Aaron has been perfect
Nice.
so far.
Clean
Top
sweep.
4.
Let's go.
Top 4.
Here's where it falls off.
And then the number 5 most populated city in the United States is Phoenix, Arizona. Aaron got the perfect clean sweep
On my way out.
on his way out. The very last game.
That was pretty
Aaron got
impressive.
every city correct. Way to go, Aaron.
Man.
Wow.
Don't ever challenge me on population, folks. I will eat you
Man,
alive.
you do everything. That's really impressive. I figured
was impressive.
Yeah.
Phoenix is always the one that surprises people.
Yeah.
But I did live there, and it was like surprisingly
That might be a little
high.
loud.
Sorry, it's
So
not loud
Phoenix
enough.
was really high.
Why are you screaming?
Why are we yelling? So,
man.
anyways, yeah, Phoenix always surprised me how high it was on the list.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, you did really good. I'm sitting over here like trying to hold in my emotions. And Matt, you didn't do bad. I think
Yeah.
the Miami one was the one that's like was way
I
off.
thought about
Yeah.
Miami and I thought about Dallas.
Yeah.
But the Dallas is like you think it's going to be
Yeah.
the one, but Houston is more popular.
Is it? Yeah.
Yeah, and it,
Yeah.
it always is like counterintuitive because
Right,
you
right,
think
right.
Dallas Fort Worth
Right,
area.
yeah.
Miami was 40, by the way. Just so you
Wow.
know.
Okay,
So
that's
it's-
a lot,
Yeah.
lot further down than what I would have
And,
guessed.
I
Dallas.
figured they had a lot of swimmers that bumped up on
Well,
shore.
well, Dallas is 9. Dallas was number 9. So there
Okay,
you go.
that's not bad.
yeah. So yeah,
But
There you
it wasn't all 5 apparently.
Yeah.
So yeah,
So I ended with a perfect 10 on that,
yeah.
and this is like the world's longest podcast.
Hey man,
You guys want to do another round?
let's go
You
again.
gotta go out on a bang.
I was gonna say I got another list.
I do have another list too, if we want to
Hey,
keep going.
I got another one.
The
I
super
ain't
long
going anywhere.
podcast. All right, so currently in the standings, I'm sitting at 14. Matt is sitting at 7, and Lancer is sitting at 8.
Oh wow.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
So,
So you got a big.
are we
lead
doing
there.
another list or no?
Do we want to?
I mean,
like
it's
I
up-
said, I'm
it's up to
good
you
for
guys.
it.
I got another list.
All right.
Hey, man, it's your last podcast.
All right, let's
Yeah.
go for it.
Let's let it hang
let
out
our
there.
hair
Live
down.
a little.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. So since I did I'll start this one off.
Okay.
Again, okay.
Okay.
So we're gonna do top 5 leading causes of death in the
man.
United States. So these are the top 5 reasons people die
Wow, that's really
in the
difficult.
United States
Okay.
of America, and you can be a little bit ambiguous with your answers.
Okay.
So
Natural causes.
stop of the breathing. So this time, who started that one? Matt, you started that one. So we'll let Aaron start this
yeah.
one.
Okay. All right. This is something I'm just going to ask between the three of us. So everyone listening, don't listen. So I know how all of us are on values. This is kind of a weird question, but does abortion factor into this?
Oh,
Because that would change the numbers quite a
probably
bit.
not. Is
It
my
I'm
is-
guess.
guessing it doesn't.
It
this
is
list.
not on this list.
Okay.
Okay.
So we'll
yeah,
just say that doesn't factor in.
Yeah.
Right.
I didn't think about that.
That
yeah.
would be a significant amount
Yeah.
though.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Cool. All right.
Okay. So you're kicking
Am I-
off.
am I
Your
first on this?
Pick? Yep.
All right. Number 1 killer. I'm gonna say. Oh, goodness gracious.
What's that face?
I don't. Man, this is tough. Like this is one where I feel like we could probably get a few of them.
I feel like
but
I have
not in the right order.
I feel like I have a clear number one.
Do
but
you?
That's me. I might be wrong. But.
I was gonna say.
And like this includes like medical issues as well,
Okay.
and
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
or like other things that could happen, like
Right.
comets landing on you or something like that. So,
Yes.
I don't know what particular order. I'll take heart disease.
heart
Okay.
disease at number 1.
Okay. I didn't think about that. Because I'm going to go car accident, number 1.
Car accident number 1.
Yeah. Then number 2, oh, man. I didn't think about heart disease.
It's hard.
That's
Heart. There's a lot of
yeah.
heart disease issues.
Yeah.
I know it's always up there, but I don't know
Right.
where up there.
Right. Let's go heart disease number 2.
Okay.
See, that was the other.
Lane's just going neither. No.
that was the one that I was actually thinking was
Yeah.
was car accidents have got to be way up there.
Yeah.
Number 2, I'll take suicide.
Suicide at number 2. Okay.
Interesting. Okay. I don't think that's that high up. But
I don't think it is either, but I think it might be top 5. I just don't
Yeah.
know the order.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you've got
I
another
got back to back.
Yeah,
I'll take car accident here at 3.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's go. Can it be as broad as to say cancer?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll see. That's all right.
Yeah, so it's not on the list. All right.
So are you taking that?
Well, I've already said it. Yeah.
Okay.
So
you got 4 now.
yeah. Let's see. Man. Man, I don't know what number next one's gonna be. Let's go. Is stroke too broad? Because that's not. I mean, like that's a cause, but that's not. It could be caused by something else. I don't know.
Well, the list I'm looking at is not like super specific.
Right.
So if you can go a little broad, yeah, and we'll say stroke.
Okay.
Okay.
So it's not like
Because I feel like stroke is like caused by something else as well.
Yeah.
A lot of times. Like every time.
I will take drug overdose.
at number 5.
4.
4. Okay.
So then go ahead and go number 5.
And then
I feel like your answers are better than mine.
I literally have no idea.
I know,
on
I don't
this.
either.
I will take. See, I want to take something medical, but I also want to take something that we don't have.
Yeah.
Just for variation.
Right. I kind of have one in mind, but I don't know if it will count too. I feel like every one of mine, I'm like, does this count?
I will. Oh man. I'll take cancer at number 5.
Cancer at number 5. All right. So
Hey, I haven't done a number 5.
Oh, I thought you did number 5.
Hold up a second.
Didn't you do a number 5?
No, I didn't do number
Okay.
5. Is work-related accidents Like, is that reasonable?
Yeah, we'll go with it.
Not on the list. Oh man, I feel like I'm like.
You said car accidents, and I'm thinking like, what if you drive for a living?
Could be crossover
Oh
there.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
All right, we'll leave it.
So do you want to leave? Do you want to leave car accident or accidents outside of car? We want to separate those two.
I don't. Is that legal? Are you gonna give me that legality? You can give me that rope?
Unless you win.
Because I was gonna pick suicide otherwise, just as a.
Yeah, I'm fine
Replacement.
with it.
Okay, we're going to
Okay.
separate car accidents and just accidents outside of the car.
Yes,
Okay, cool. All right, so
let's do it.
Wow,
Yeah, whatever.
this one was a little bit more difficult than I thought it would be.
Yeah, it was.
Number one.
I knew as soon as you said it was gonna be more difficult.
Do you want to go over the list again real quick? Because I feel
Okay, so Matt had car accidents. Number 1, 2 was heart disease, 3 cancer, 4 stroke, 5 work-related accidents. I had number 1 heart disease, 2 suicide, 3 car accidents, 4 drug overdose, 5 cancer.
okay. So the number one is heart disease.
All right,
So Aaron got that one spot on.
Matt got one there too.
Yeah.
All right, number two is cancer.
Okay.
Wow.
So,
Okay.
Yeah,
We both got one on that.
lot of that. It was the number two cause. Number three is accidents or unintentional injuries, such
Okay.
as
Okay.
work-related
All right.
injuries.
So,
Okay.
So we'll give you a point.
Yeah,
there.
so that was
Sweet.
actually
that
a
was
good one
actually
there.
a good pick.
Yeah, that's kind of why I was like, do we want to clarify that or not?
Sweet.
So I was trying to throw you a bone there a little bit.
Yeah.
Number four, no one got this one. Chronic lower respiratory disease,
Wow.
such as like I guess
Pneumonia.
yeah, like pneumonia. It says people with a history of smoking or exposure to secondhand smoke. People with history of asthma.
Fascinating.
Yeah,
We're getting
so-
educational here. All
Yeah,
right,
exactly. So we're getting a little useful here.
Yeah.
Number five, stroke.
Holy moly.
Yep.
I'm
So
amazed
there you
that
go.
made it on there.
There you go.
So I ended
So
up with 3.
I ended up with a lot more on that list than I thought I
Yeah, you did all right. You did all right.
You ended up with 4.
Yeah.
I'm surprised car accidents didn't make it.
Yeah, I thought for sure.
Car
Wow.
accidents. This list goes to 12, and car accidents is not even on here. So
Maybe that's under
Suicide?
accidents.
suicide is number 10.
Okay.
So yeah.
I'm dying.
Oh gosh.
Lower respiratory.
Yeah, lower respiratory going on there.
All right. So all right, let me figure out here. So Matt is
Yeah.
now sitting at let's see here, 6, and then what did he have? So you're sitting at 11 right now.
Woo!
So
11 points.
Aaron's already beat you basically.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, we got one more.
Oh yeah,
round
you
to-
do have one more, don't you?
But I guess we'll go in reverse order here.
Yeah.
So I'll go next on this. So my next top 5
All right.
is historical rankings of presidents. Now, so this comes from a poll, is a Rasmussen poll in 2007.
Okay.
So,
So-
factor in,
Trump is out.
the time period.
I think Obama's out.
So things may or may not. Have
So when
changed
was
since
the poll again? I'm sorry, 2007.
2007. Yeah. So a little bit of a different time period, but yeah. Okay, that's the latest one I could pull that keeps this from being categorized into
Right.
like conservative and liberal and stuff like that. So this is like everybody.
Okay.
Okay, so top 5 presidents go.
All right. So and this is based off of like achievements, accomplishments. And...
Yeah. Actually, this is a favorable or unfavorable
Okay.
is the way that they have this.
I'm going to say the number one will be Abraham Lincoln.
Okay. And Aaron?
And I will concur that Abe Lincoln will be number 1.
Okay. And number 2?
Number 2, man, you want to take Washington here, but I'm gonna take Thomas Jefferson
Okay.
on the accomplishments with the Louisiana. I don't know. I'm just
I'm
just
gonna-
making stuff up.
That's what this is about.
Shoot from the hip here. All right, I'm going to go number 2 as George Washington,
Okay.
and then I'm going to put Thomas Jefferson at number 3.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm sitting at
Yeah,
Abraham.
I'll take Washington at 3.
Okay. And then number 4?
Oh man, this is to me where it gets really tough.
Yeah. I always like
Those are
this
like the
number
big
4
three.
and 5. Yeah.
I'll take
so bad at presidents too.
I'll take Theodore Roosevelt here at 4.
Lancer's like, what other presidents have we had?
Yeah.
He said Theodore Roosevelt.
Theodore Roosevelt at 4.
Which okay, I'm getting the Roosevelts confused.
And I think it's his go now.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, so there's Theodore and
Teddy.
then Teddy.
Teddy is Theodore.
Teddy is Theodore.
Wait, but wasn't there another?
There's Franklin.
Franklin Delano. That was what I was thinking.
FDR.
Okay, yeah, and that's
There's
the one.
Theodore and there's Teddy.
What was the difference? There's none. All right. Okay, so I'm gonna go. FDR was the one that came from the Great Depression, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go FDR. That's the one I was thinking of.
Okay, that's your number 4.
Yeah, that's my number 4.
That's a good
Okay.
choice. So you got 5 now.
Okay, number 5. Number 5, Richard Nixon. No, I think he'd probably be on the pretty low end of that list.
Yeah, he's down there.
Yeah. Oh man, this is gonna be tough because if it wasn't for the whole scandal, I'd say Clinton. But oh man, number 5, I'm going to go with. I'll go with Teddy and or Theodore Roosevelt.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to end off with the Roosevelts.
Okay.
I kind of have an outsider pick here that I don't know if I want to risk it and take, but I'm leading by a pretty significant amount.
Yeah.
So I kind of wonder if I should just roll the dice.
You can.
I'll take John F. Kennedy. Not
Okay.
because I think he belongs on this list,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
he's often thought of more favorably.
Right.
True.
So
Right.
I'll take JFK.
All right, you guys want to hear this now?
Yeah, I do.
Number 1, George Washington.
Oh man, so we missed that one.
Number 2, Abraham Lincoln.
Ah,
Number 3, Thomas Jefferson.
okay. I think
Yep.
that's the point where I jumped ahead by 1 point right there.
Yep.
Okay,
Number 4, Theodore Roosevelt.
Yeah,
All right.
nailed
Just
that
tied
one.
it back up.
man,
And then number 5, Franklin D. Roosevelt.
man,
Num-
wow,
You want to hear number 6?
JFK.
John F. Kennedy.
wow. No wait, we did really good
Yeah,
right
well,
there.
I thought
Wow.
I thought FDR was probably
I feel
going to
like
be
I
the
got the
pick.
feel-good
Yeah.
list for you guys.
I think
You know,
FDR.
welcome.
I knew FDR would be the pick because of the Great Depression in the World War II
Yeah.
era.
Right.
But I figured with the lead that I already have built up, roll the dice with JFK because because of his assassination, but also the race for space at that time, putting a man on the moon.
True.
Some of his speech, like he is considered like better than what he actually.
interesting,
was,
too, because-
resume-wise.
Today, if that same poll were to go out, Thomas Jefferson would probably take a hit.
Probably
for
right.
the slavery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's kind of dumb because
It is.
for the accomplishments that he made during that time period, it's whatever. But
Well, and it wasn't like he was any different than anyone else, but that's neither here nor there.
yeah.
So, all right.
All right, last top 5.
Yeah.
All right.
This is a battle for
So-
second place.
Yeah. Well, like what's the scores looking like?
All right,
now?
so currently, let me see here. I'm sitting at a total of, and I'm done. I
Carry
think.
the
Yeah.
one.
Yeah,
with
exactly.
the
I've got
little
22.
dash.
22 points. All right.
Okay, Matt is sitting at 11,
Okay.
and Lancer, you are currently sitting. Let's see here.
Probably a little
You're
higher
at
for me.
14.
14. So I got to do pretty well on this one
All
to
right,
get
so
a
yeah, you got to
chance.
nail this.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. This is an easy one for you, fellas.
All right.
And this is the top 5 ice cream flavors by popularity in the United States of America as of last year.
Oh, okay.
All right.
So don't screw it up.
Oh man.
This is ice cream we're talking about. This is
Okay.
important stuff.
Do you want to go first or you want me to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay.
Oh man, I'm actually honestly I'm struggling with number 1, but I guess you just gotta
I've
go.
got a number 1.
You gotta go chocolate, right? Gotta go chocolate number 1.
I disagree. I think you go vanilla.
I mean, I personally would go vanilla number 1, but I think chocolate might be on this list.
Vanilla's got to be number 1.
Okay.
Number 2 is I'll go chocolate.
All right. So I'm gonna go vanilla number 2.
Okay.
I don't want to be lame and go strawberry number 3. But I think I need to go
But,
strawberry number 3.
These are going to be lame people choosing this.
Yeah. So I guess I gotta go strawberry number 3.
Strawberry number 3.
Yeah.
I think, I'm thinking strawberry number 3 as well. Now this is where it gets weird.
Yeah. This is the
So,
tough part.
What do people like? What would number 4 be? Let's see. what are the really generic flavors of ice cream?
Right.
It's like going through what is it, Baskin Robbins in his mind.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
Let me
Like
think through here.
we covered the ones.
What
that
can
are
I
just
buy
like,
at Walmart?
Yeah. I don't know if this is
Sure.
on this list. Is cookies and cream? Just put it on there.
You saying that number 4?
Yeah. I don't like it.
You say that like really with no confidence.
I don't say it with confidence because I just don't think that it's in the top 5. I like it a lot. It would be in my top 5, but I don't know that it's in the top 5.
You need to be
of all
more
time.
confident because it is number 4, and I'm going cookies and cream number 4, and I was like, I was like sure of myself
Yeah,
right
all
there.
All right, go ahead.
So number 5, this is where it's like really kind of sketch, but I'm going Rocky Road.
Oh wow. Okay.
I think that's a pretty popular one, so we're gonna go Rocky Road.
Okay. Let's see. Man, what are some other flavors?
You can get Neapolitan, which is vanilla, chocolate, and strawberry.
It's kind of how we
those are
went through the
flavor.
first 3 rounds. Yeah.
Man. Ugh.
Ice cream.
Because see, I don't want to. I don't want to pick Rocky Road because then we're like we have one answer that's
Exactly.
different.
Exactly. But I mean, if it's right, it's right. But
It's true.
you can't research it. I see you messing with your
No,
computer.
I just closed out of something.
We just closed out of the top 5 ice cream flavors.
Don't worry.
I'm pretending like I don't know these things, but
I'm gonna go Rocky Road.
all right.
Like, because I can't think of any other like bland generic flavors.
I mean, isn't it like turtle like a flavor? Like
Yeah, there's
turtle
turtle
is a
tracks.
flavor.
There's
All
moose
right.
tracks.
yeah.
So here's what we got. I think you guys will be a little bit surprised.
Oh no.
Okay.
Number 1 is vanilla.
Okay.
The number 1 is
yeah.
vanilla. So
Yeah. It's
number 2 is chocolate.
Okay.
Okay, so we kind of knew
You
that,
killed
right?
that.
Number 3 is. Hold on. When you hear the chime, please turn the page. Cookies and cream is number 3.
Whoa, jumping up there.
Yes.
How about that?
But you guys at least got it. Number 4. This is where it will come as a little bit of a shock to you. Mint chocolate chip.
How did we
yeah.
forget that one?
Mint chocolate chip at
Wow.
number 4.
It came to mind like briefly, and then I forgot about it.
Number 5, one of the best ice cream flavors of all time, chocolate chip cookie dough.
No
Wow.
way.
Makes
Okay.
number 5.
Wow,
Wow.
we
Yeah.
totally
Those
botched
are the
that.
top
I'm amazed.
5.
I didn't expect that one to be on the top 5.
The mint chocolate chip one always throws people for a loop because you think
Yeah.
like, I don't think everyone likes that, but
no,
a lot of
honestly,
people do like it.
I'm not a huge fan.
I'm not either.
I don't like
can eat
eating
it.
mint that
Yeah.
much.
I'm not. I'm kind of.
I'll eat like a peppermint patty, but like I'm not gonna eat like 12 peppermint patties.
Yes.
Like,
a bowl of them
yeah.
frozen.
And that's where like the mint chocolate chip. It's like too much mint in my mouth.
All right, so
Right.
Lancer, you scored 3 points on that. Matt,
Way to
you
go.
take home 5 points on that.
Yeah.
So did Matt
So
overtake me?
Matt is sitting
think so.
now at 16,
I think you're at 17 or something.
and he is Lancer. You finish at 17.
Wow.
And on my way out of the podcasting world, I blow out you guys with a resounding 22. I can't believe I
whatever.
went all 5 for 5 on that.
Man,
That was
you
Yeah,
crushed
that was
that
pretty
one.
nuts.
That was wild.
That was really good.
That was
you
wild.
did really well on that.
yeah.
Hipsters, it's been fun, and thanks for coming on the ride. And stay on with these guys. I'm sure they'll throw something together that's remotely good. It won't be.
Wow.
It won't be the same.
Wow.
It won't be the same. But
Yeah, you're getting the X on the eyes.
but
Definitely.
it's been a good time, and I've enjoyed every minute of it. So thank you.
Yeah, thanks for listening to this podcast. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, whether you're on SoundCloud, iTunes, or whatever other thing you're listening on, whatever those are called. Podcast thingamajigs.
Earphones.
Those big words like apps throw you.
Yeah, whatever. Applications.
Appetizers.
Be sure to follow along on Twitter at Hipshot Podcast. We should have, polls over there, and we'll let you know when the next podcast releases. Also follow along on Facebook, facebook.com/Shoot from the Hip Podcast. I'm losing my ability to speak. But if you follow us along over there, you don't have to listen to us speak. No, please listen. Then also follow us on Instagram Hip Shot Podcast.
He just pulled like a Jeb Bush. He's like, please clap. Please listen.
But yeah, follow us on Instagram. We don't post over there too often, but we do occasionally, and then people send us messages
Twice
and
a
we
year.
ignore them. And yeah, we have a good time over there. It's all party. All right, so thanks for listening to this podcast. Be sure to listen next week, and things will be a little bit different.
Yeah, I have a new guy.
It'll be the same thing, but it'll be different.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Might be better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see about that. See you later, hipsters. Thanks a lot.